Hi there, my name is Andy Frost. I'm the director of a charity called Share Jesus International. We are living in strange days. With the coronavirus now, schools are closed and we can't even gather to worship together as the church community. I keep hearing this phrase time and time again, have faith, not fear. But the question is, what do we mean by that? There's a great story in Mark chapter 4. Jesus has been teaching with his disciples all day. They get in the boat at night and suddenly this huge storm kicks off. The wind rushes down the sides of the mountains and you can have 20-foot waves on the Sea of Galilee. The disciples are scared. The wind is howling. The water is splashing over the edge of the boat. They're probably drenched to the bone. And yet Jesus is asleep. They wake him up. And Jesus asks this really strange question. Why are you so afraid? It's a weird question because it's obvious, isn't it? They're scared for their lives. They're scared these boats might sink. They might lose their livelihoods. They're scared for their families. They are gripped by fear. Perhaps Jesus asked this question not for his own benefit, but for their benefit, to reflect upon why they are so scared. If we really want to build faith into our lives, we need to do three things. We need to first of all look backwards, to remember who God is and what he has done, that he loves us and he cares about us, that he's been faithful through the days and the years so far. In the present, we need to look up. We've got to look around at the storm around us. We can read news feeds and news feeds and news feeds all about the latest stats, the latest kind of horror stories. Or we can choose to look up and remember who Jesus is. Perhaps these moments of isolation are a time to go deeper with God than we ever have done before. We look back, we look up, but we also look forward. The Christian faith is a faith of hope. There is this great big narrative. At the end of the narrative, we have this picture of Revelation. John, who is in isolation on the island of Patmos, has this revelation of a new heaven and a new earth. We are called people not of fear, but people of faith, who show that in the way we share this hope with the world around us. Jesus stands in that boat and he says, "Peace, be still." The wind drops, the waves go flat, and there is a picture of peace. My prayer is for all of us that as Christians, we would know God's peace in our lives. As we look back, as we look up, as we look forward, we would share that hope and that peace with the world around us at this time. Let's live as people of faith, not people of fear.